Welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
Hi, welcome to Categories and our second of our playoff games as we have our second place regular season team, the Shawnee Mission North Indians, coached by Kim Grinnell, taking on our third place regular season finishers, Shawnee Mission Northwest Cougars, coached by Kathy Morrison. Let's go ahead and meet our contestants. First from North.
I'm Antonio and I'm a junior.
Hi, I'm Walter and I'm a senior.
Hi, I'm Tyler, I'm a freshman.
Hi, I'm Jacob and I'm a senior.
And our contestants from Northwest.
I'm Sam, I'm a senior.
I'm Luke, I'm a senior.
I'm Jessica, I'm a sophomore.
I'm Jack, I'm a freshman.
I'm Liz, I'm a senior.
All right, fantastic. Here in the first round of categories, just like it was in the regular season, it will be this way in the playoffs. We will have the first round where teams will take turns answering questions. If they respond correctly, they earn a point for their team. If they respond incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal the category. We did a coin toss before we started taping. It was won by the Indians. So Shawnee Mission North, here is the first category. It is geography. What is the only nation to cover an entire continent? Jacob.
Australia.
It is Australia. Cougars, general knowledge. Strawberry Fields in Central Park is a garden memorial to whom? Jack.
John Lennon.
John Lennon. Very good. Back to you, North. Famous names is the category. The name's the same for all of these Americans. Admiral George, pragmatist John, librarian Melville, and New York Governor Thomas. Looking for the last name. Walter.
Dewey.
It is Dewey. Back to you, Northwest, with sports. Brett Favre was the first NFL quarterback to surpass 70,000 career passing yards. Who's the second? Sam.
Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning. Indians, business is the category. What kind of life insurance provides benefits only if the insured person dies within a specific period of time? Antonio.
Life insurance?
Cannot accept life insurance. Cougars, chance to steal this business category. What kind of life insurance provides benefits only if the insured person dies within a specific period of time? Sam.
Short term.
It is not short term. We're looking just for term life insurance. Term life insurance. Cougars, we are staying with you. Entertainment is the category. Except for the effect of the dust storm, the science checks out as pretty much accurate in what new film that stars Matt Damon? Sam.
The Martian.
It is The Martian. Back to you, Indians. Current events is the category. Health officials in which U.S. city unanimously voted to require chain restaurants to add a warning label to menu items that contain more than the daily recommended amount of sodium, making it the first city in the U.S. to do so? Jacob.
New York City.
It is New York City. Cougars, word origin. It comes from the Hebrew for what is it? It can be used to describe anything badly needed that arrives unexpectedly. The original fell from the sky. What are we talking about? Liz?
Manna.
We are talking about manna. Nice. North, literature is your category. Who was the only character in the novel Moby Dick who was rescued? Jacob.
Ishmael.
Ishmael. Northwest, science is your category. Invented in 1731 by John Hadley, this instrument is used at sea to determine a ship's latitude. What instrument are we talking about? Sam.
Secant.
Cannot accept secant. Indians, chance to steal this science category, invented in 1731 by Jacob.
A chronometer.
Cannot accept chronometer. We're looking for a sextant. A sextant. Indians, coming back to you, mathematics. And I will read this question twice. 1001 is the product of 3 consecutive prime numbers. Name all 3. Once again, 1001 is the product of 3 consecutive prime numbers. Name all 3. Cougars, chance to steal this mathematics question. 1001 is the product of 3 consecutive prime numbers. Name all 3. I'll read it again. 1001 is the product of 3 consecutive prime numbers. Name all 3. Sam.
7, 11, and 13.
Those are the 3. Cougars, staying with you with U.S. geography. On a clear day, from the top of the Empire State Building, you can see 5 states. Name any 3 of them. Sam.
New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania.
And the other 2 would be Connecticut and Massachusetts. Well played. North, general knowledge is your category. Before takeoff, an airline pilot files a detailed statement about his flight to the air traffic control tower. This statement includes the point of departure, destination, airspeed, and route. What is such a document called? Cougars, chance to steal this general knowledge question. Before takeoff, an airline pilot files a detailed statement about his flight to the air traffic control tower. The statement includes point of departure, destination, airspeed, and route. What is such a document called? Luke.
A flight plan?
It is a flight plan. Cougars, get the next question. It is U.S. history. The Whiskey Rebellion was in Pennsylvania. Rhode Island had Dorr's Rebellion. Shays' Rebellion took place in 1786. In what state? Jack?
Virginia.
It is not Virginia. North, chance to steal this U.S. history question. The Whiskey Rebellion was in Pennsylvania. Rhode Island had Dorr's Rebellion. Shays' Rebellion took place in 1786. In what state? Jacob.
New York.
It is not New York. Massachusetts. Massachusetts. We are staying with you, North. Games is the next category. What is the chess move called in which a rook jumps over the king? Jacob.
Castling.
It is castling. Back to you, Cougars. Business, specifically agricultural business. What is the food crop that covers more of the world's arable land than any other? Luke.
Corn?
It's not corn. Indians, chance to steal this agricultural business category. What is the food crop that covers more of the world's arable land than any other? Walter.
Wheat.
It is wheat. Indians, you do get the next question. It is artists. Name 3 of the 6 presidents that Gilbert Stuart painted during his lifetime. Walter.
John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison.
That is correct. The others were Washington, Monroe, and John Quincy Adams. Coming back to you, Northwest, current events is the category. The father of Ahmed Muhammad, the Texas boy arrested for building a clock, announced that in response, the family was making what dramatic decision? Luke.
To leave America?
Cannot accept that. Indians. Current events is the category. Chance to steal. The father of Ahmed Muhammad, the Texas boy arrested for building a clock, announced that in response, the family has made a dramatic, or what dramatic decision? Tyler.
Moving to Qatar.
Moving to Qatar. We need to be specific on that one. Indians, you do get the next category. It is vocabulary and spelling. Give me the word and its spelling, It's the casual mention or indirect reference to a literary or historical figure in a work of literature or art. Walter.
Allusion. ALLUSION.
That is correct. Cougars, coming back to you with literature, specifically journals. Whose personal journal, written with skill, humor, and great insight, has been called a monument to the courage and strength of the human spirit? Luke.
Anne Frank.
Anne Frank. North, science, species. Scientists studying this animal say it's virtually immune to cancer because it has about 20 times as many copies of a certain cancer-fighting gene as humans. Name this large animal. Walter.
The naked mole rat.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. Cougars, you have a chance to steal this science species category. Scientists studying this animal say it's virtually immune to cancer because it has about 20 times as many copies of a certain cancer-fighting gene as humans. Name this large animal. Sam?
Elephant.
It is the elephant. Cougars, next category for you is mathematics. What is the cosine of angle x if x is in the first quadrant and has a tangent of x being 5/12? Sam.
12.
I cannot accept that. Indians, chance to steal this mathematics question. What is the cosine of angle x if x is in the first quadrant and the tangent of x is 5/12? Jacob.
11.
I cannot accept 11. 12/13. 12/13 is what we're looking for. Indians, we are staying with you with art as the category. They were characterized by a fascination with water and light in landscape by an absence of brush marks. This style is known as luminism. What famous American school, named for a New York waterway, practiced luminism? Walter.
Hudson.
Yeah, it is the Hudson River. Nice job. Cougars, world history is your category. In 1962, two small Caribbean islands joined their governments when they gained independence from England. Tobago is the smaller one. Name the larger one. Luke.
Trinidad.
Trinidad, very good. North, general knowledge. What is done to spiced wine or cider to make it mold, M-U-L-L-E-D? Jacob.
Is it watered down?
It is not watered down. Cougars, chance to steal this general knowledge question. What is done to spiced wine or cider to make it mold, M-U-L-L-E-D? Sam.
It's heated.
It is heated. With that correct response, that brings us into our halftime score. We have a score of Shawnee Mission North 10, Shawnee Mission Northwest 11. As we head into our halftime, we are going to award our teams for their regular season performances. If you look on our monitor, we have our standings from the regular season posted as Blue Valley with a regular season finish of 4-0 with 55% of the questions answered correctly, took our regular season championship. Shawnee Mission North placed second with an identical record of 4-0. However, 41% of their questions were answered correctly. Shawnee Mission Northwest taking third place, record of 3-1 with 45% of their questions answered correctly. And rounding out the top four was Blue Valley North at 3-1 with 40% of the questions answered correctly. So at this time, I would like to present this third place trophy to Shawnee Mission Northwest for their outstanding performance during the regular season. And I also have medals for each member of your team. So congratulations. There you go.
Thank you.
Sam, that was nice for you to pass that down and share. I like that. All right. There you go. Congratulations. 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 And Sam, I know you have other members on your team that have earned medals as well, so I'm going to let you present those to them tomorrow at school. All right, and for our second place regular season finishers, we have Shawnee Mission North. So Walter, here I present you with that trophy. You can display, you can let Mr. Kramer see that and display that prominently at Shawnee Mission North. And then I also have these medals for your team.
Thank you.
Oh, you guys are nice sharers. I like them. And Walter, I also have some extra medals. I know you have some representatives who are not here today, so I'll let you present those to them at school.
Excellent. Thank
So congratulations to both squads for an excellent performance during the regular season. Before we head into round two, as you can see on your screen, we have our tournament bracket posted. The winner of today's contest will join Blue Valley High School in our championship game, and the loser of today's game will be placed in our consolation game against Blue Valley North. All right, as we head into our lightning round, just as we did in the regular season, our lightning round begins with our look and listen question. Our look and listen question is worth 2 points. Just this reminder to contestants here that when someone rings in, we cannot rewind the video. We have to go from where the video has been stopped. We will have it on display for those watching at home, as well as we have a monitor here in studio for our contestants here. So here we go with our look and listen question to open up our second round. Name the musical term for the playing technique the cellist is using in this performance. Sam.
Pizzicato.
Pizzicato, very good, and 2 points awarded to Northwest. As we continue with our lightning round, questions will be placed on the floor for either team to answer. If a team responds correctly, of course, they will earn a point for their squad. If they answer incorrectly, the other team still gets a chance to steal. So here we go, both teams. British literature, starting off with a quote. I am no more than an antique Roman than a Dane. Which Shakespeare? Walter.
Hamlet.
Hamlet. Vocabulary for both teams. A personality disorder characterized by fear and feelings of being persecuted. Jacob.
Paranoia.
Paranoia. Geography. What country has 6% of the world's people but produces 50% of the world's garbage? Jacob.
The United States.
It is the United States. Literature for both teams. Starts off with, it's a fairly long description. This book, which was first a movie and includes many brilliant stills from the film, tells the story of young Pascal, who was befriended by a magic balloon. When a group of tough guys chase him through the streets of Paris, all the escaped balloons of the city come to his rescue. Name this book. Walter.
Curious George.
It is not Curious George. Cougars, chance to steal this literature question. This book, which was first a movie and includes many brilliant stills from the film, tells the story of young Pascal, who was befriended by a magic balloon. When a group of tough guys chase him through the streets of Paris, all the escaped balloons of the city come to his rescue. Name the book. It's The Red Balloon. The Red Balloon. Both teams, famous people is the next category. As a philosopher, he was a logical positivist to whom the Vienna Circle and Einstein owed a great deal for his scientific methodology. In physics, his name is given to units of speed, measured in terms of the speed of sound through a given medium. Jacob.
Mach.
It is Mach, Ernst Mach. Another science question, this time anatomy. Name the areas of the body in which the adenoids and adrenal glands may be found. You need to be specific. Jacob.
The thyroid.
Cannot accept that. Cougars, chance to steal this science anatomy question. Name the areas of the body in which the adenoids and adrenal glands may be found. Be specific. Luke.
The hypothalamus.
I cannot accept that. It's actually two locations. Adenoids are in the throat and adrenals are on top of the kidneys. U.S. geography for both teams. Connecting Brooklyn to Staten Island, it is the longest suspension bridge in North America. Sam.
The Brooklyn Bridge.
Cannot accept the Brooklyn Bridge. Indians, chance to steal this U.S. geography question. Antonio.
The Triborough Bridge.
It's not the Triborough Bridge. It's the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. Verrazano Narrows Bridge. Sports for both teams. It is the only country to play in all the final tournaments of the World Cup in soccer, and not surprisingly, leads all other countries in World Cup points scored and World Cups won. What is this soccer superpower? Luke.
Brazil.
It is Brazil. Business for both teams. Multiple choice on this one. The major endowment for the Museum of Modern Art in New York is from what source? The federal government, New York State, the J.P. Morgan estate, or the Rockefellers? Luke.
The Rockefellers.
It is the Rockefellers. And with that, you've taken a 1-point lead. Shawnee Mission North 14, Northwest 15. Which of the following, once again, this is another multiple choice question. Vocabulary is the category. Which of the following is an epigram? Is it a very long telegram, a short prologue, a brief witty saying, or a eulogy? Sam.
A brief witty saying.
Yeah, that's correct. Yep. You got it. You're okay. All right. Fine arts. Painting is the category. Give me the actual title of Salvador Dali's masterpiece, in which many observers call Melting Clocks. Jessica.
The Persistence of Memory.
Persistence of memory. Current events for both teams. What operating system, the world's most widely used, is introducing a... Jacob?
Windows.
I cannot accept Windows. Cougars, chance to steal this current events question. What operating system, the world's most widely used, is introducing a new update codenamed Marshmallow? Sam.
Android.
It is Android. World history for both teams. A World War II gasoline shortage made this product the basis of jet fuel, and it still is. Name it. Jack.
Molasses.
It is not molasses. Indians, chance to steal this world history question. A World War II gasoline shortage made this product the basis of jet fuel, and it still is. Name it. Walter.
Diesel.
It is not diesel. It's kerosene. Kerosene. Presidential history for both teams. The stalwarts and the half-breeds, who are two rival factions of the Republican Party, that what president tried to unite in his brief term of office in 1881? Sam.
William Henry Harrison.
It is not Harrison. Indians, chance to steal this presidential history category. The stalwarts and the... Jacob.
Chester A. Arthur.
It's James Garfield. James Garfield. Theater for both teams. Where is Blanche Dubois taken in the final scene of A Streetcar Named Desire? She's taken to an asylum. Taken to an asylum. Science, space. Which astronaut has broken the record for the most time spent in space by an American at 383 days? Scott Kelly. Scott Kelly. Literature. Poetry is the next category. It's a fairly long question, so here we go. In distinctive meters, his distinctive meter shows in a couplet he published during the Cuban Missile Crisis, and here it goes. Maybe I couldn't be dafter, but I keep wondering if this time we could solve our differences before war instead of after. Who was this humorous poet for the New Yorker and author of Good Intentions? Luke.
Dr. Seuss.
It is not Dr. Seuss. Indians, you have a chance to steal this poetry category. His distinctive meter shows in a couplet he published during the Cuban Missile Crisis. Maybe I couldn't be dafter, but I keep wondering if this time we could solve our differences before war instead of after. Who was this humorous poet for the New Yorker and author of Good Intentions? Antonio.
Truman Capote.
It is not Truman Capote. Ogden Nash. Ogden Nash. Business for both teams. What do the 3 M's stand for in the 3M company? Sam.
Marketing, managing, and manufacturing.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Indians, chance to steal this business category. What do the 3 M's stand for in the 3M company? Minnesota Mining and Manufacturing. You had one of them. General knowledge for both teams. Name the only North American tree with white bark. Luke.
Birch.
It is the birch. Geography, landforms is the category. The land region of the Netherlands, called the Dunes, rises 15 to 25 feet above sea level. What is the land called which lies below sea level and is protected by a system of dikes? Jacob.
Polder.
Polder, very good. World history for both teams. Who put Edward V in the Tower of London and proclaimed himself king? That would be Richard III. Both teams, next category is sports. A violent Iroquois game was renamed by what French? Sam.
I don't. Lacrosse.
It is lacrosse. U.S. geography for both teams. 4 of the 8 Ivy League schools are in New England. Name the 4. Tyler.
Dartmouth, Penn, Brown. No.
I cannot accept that. Cougars, chance to steal this U.S. geography question. 4 of the 8 Ivy League schools are in New England. Name the 4. Luke.
Harvard, Yale, Dartmouth, and Brown.
Those are the 4. General knowledge for both teams. In summer, what occurs every day at 11:30 a.m. at Buckingham Palace? Liz.
The changing of the guard.
It is the changing of the guard. Business for both teams. This defines a deceptive sales technique in which a customer is lured into a store. Sam.
Bait and switch.
It is the bait and switch technique. And with that correct response, that ends up with a final score of Shawnee Mission Northwest 23, Shawnee Mission North 16. And with that final score, Shawnee Mission North will be placed in our consolation game versus Blue Valley North. And congratulations to the Cougars of Northwest as they advance to our championship game in 2 weeks versus Blue Valley High School. I hope you are able to join us then as we will continue to bring you the best and brightest minds of high school students all throughout Johnson County.